What is going on with mortgage rates? The first most popular question I get when I meet someone and they find out that I'm in real estate. Second most popular question is, do you think I should buy a home with rising interest rates and rising real estate prices? Hi YouTube, I'm Kareem Howard, your go-to licensed realtor with Gerlach Homes. Now on this channel, I post a lot of different real estate related content. Community tours, property tours, market updates, pretty much anything related to Colorado real estate. So if that's something that you are interested in, please feel free to subscribe. I post videos weekly and I think you guys will enjoy the content. Now, if you are thinking about buying or selling at any point in the next year, 2 years, you're thinking about changing from renting to moving, it does not matter. I would absolutely love to help you out. All of my contact info is down in the description. For pretty much all of 2024, mortgage rates were at a high 6% or a low 7%. Now, just a couple years ago, back in 2022, 2021, rates were low. And I mean stupid low. Back during COVID, rates were 2%, 3% interest rates. Now, what's happening is that people are reminiscing. Do you remember those good old days, the 2-3% interest rates? The reality is, the longer we sit here, the longer that we want these lower rates, it's just not going to happen. Last week, I watched an economic update with the Bowtie economists, and pretty much a lot of economists think that mortgage rates are gonna stay about the same. They might stay in the low sevens. Maybe we hit a low of 6.5%, but we're probably not gonna dip into the fives. Definitely not gonna dip into the fours. Now, with this in mind, a lot of people that have been waiting for these low rates, waiting for prices to drop, are getting a little bit more realistic. They're like, look, I know rates probably aren't going to drop because unemployment numbers are low, the economy's looking steady, they're probably not going to chop that Fed funds rate and drop interest rates. So these people are getting off their behind, they're getting back into the real estate market because life changes happen. Whether you're relocating, you need a new job. Whether you have to move states, whether you are having a growing family, you need a bigger house, maybe you're downsizing, maybe you need a smaller house, people are finally getting back into the real estate market. Now, what are the people's dream scenario? Every single week I hear the same thing. YouTube comments, Instagram DMs, cold emails, cold texts, cold calls. All people want the same thing. They want interest rates to drop back to what they were at pre-COVID, and they want real estate prices in Colorado to plummet. They want it to tank. And the reason is they think rates are too high and they think prices are too high. But the sad reality is this just cannot happen. The second rates drop, let's say wave a magic wand, boom, interest rates are at 2%, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be exactly like COVID. Everyone and their mom is gonna get approved for a mortgage, and what are they gonna do? They're gonna go look and buy houses. And when all of these people are ready to buy houses, it drives up competition, you're competing with more people, you have 50 different offers, places are going over asking, and guess what happens? Rates dropped, but real estate prices are going to increase. And so a lot of those people that are waiting for Colorado real estate prices to just plummet, it's not going to happen. What's actively happening with the Fed is they're trying to fix them tanking those mortgage rates back during COVID. They're trying to adjust. They're like, people are spending too much money. We dropped rates too low. Credit card debt increased. People are buying houses that they cannot afford. And what's going to happen? Prices were going up, and that's why rates are staying steady where they are at. Now let's take a deep dive into what is actually happening in the Denver, Colorado real estate market. Now, median close price in Denver, Colorado stayed about the same, about 0.5% down. We are sitting at about $575,000. Now, last month, there was 30% less closed homes compared to December. But look at this crazy stat. 135% increase in new listings hitting the real estate market, and a 53% increase in months of inventory. We are sitting at about 3.4 months of inventory. So what is happening? How can I summarize all of these stats? Now, 153% increase is a huge number. Why is this good? Now, if you're a buyer getting ready to buy a home this month or in the next few months, you have a lot of options. You have so much inventory. Now, back when I got licensed in 2021, rates were stupid low, and I was naive. I didn't know that rates were stupid low because that's just all I knew, right? And so when I did get licensed and I was out showing homes back in 2021, there was not that much inventory. And the reason rates were low, everyone was approved, so much competition, everyone was buying off every single house off the shelf, And pretty much the consequence, what ended up happening is every time I took out buyers, we'd see one house, maybe two houses, because there wasn't much inventory, especially in those like entry-level single-family houses. But now when I'm taking out buyers, it's like Christmas morning. We're going out, house, house, house. I'm seeing 8 houses, 10 houses on a weekend with the same set of buyers because there's so many options. Oh, I really like this house. I think this room's a little small. Take it off the list. Oh, I really like this house. I don't like that window. You take it off the list. Like, people can be picky, and this is not something that we were able to do back when rates were low. We had 2 options. You either like this house or you like this house. You better choose because someone else is going to take it. And that's kind of the sad reality of what ends up happening when inventory levels are low. So buyers, rejoice. You have a lot of options. You can find a house that you really like. Another great thing about buyers in this market is, I've been preaching this for a while, but you can still get seller concessions. A lot of these homes have been sitting on the market for a month, 2 months. If they listed in October, they're probably sitting for like 4 months, right? And so a lot of these homes sitting on the market, the sellers are motivated. They listed their home in the first place because they have to move. Relocation, they want to get closer to family. They want to move away from family. Anything like that, they have to move. And so when their home's sitting on the market and you are their very first showing in the past 3 weeks, they're going to call you like, hey man, we are super motivated. What can we do to get this deal done? And this is when we can negotiate. We can get them to cover all of your closing costs. We can get them to put a new carpet. We can get them to fix things. And this isn't taking advantage of the sellers, but taking advantage of this market because we have the opportunity to ask for more things compared to low inventory. Now with sellers, with the huge increase of listings, 153%, I am seeing so many trash listings. Kareem, what the hell does that even mean? I'm seeing people, agents, doing like 2 deals a year, agents that should not be in this real estate market, that are putting up listings, taking the crappiest iPhone photos. Here's the roof. Here's the floor. Sellers just trying to list it themselves. I'm seeing some trash listings. And the sad reality is listing your home is just all marketing. You're essentially paying for marketing. And I think the very, very, very bare minimum marketing that you should be doing is pay a professional photographer to get all of those angles, get the color correction, make sure that that home looks good. Because if you're browsing Zillow, you're scrolling through these photos and the photos look bad, chances are you're just gonna look at the other thousands of homes on the market. But if the photos look good, that's kind of the gateway to get people to show your home, and then you kind of repeat the process, make sure that they like the home. And so I think if you are looking to sell your home, I still think you should wait until springtime because we're getting pretty close. I think March, April, May, June, July, my 5 favorite months of the year. That's when I think you should list your home. You'll get a lot of good money. That's when a lot of buyers are out. So spend this time now while it's really cold outside doing small renovations. Maybe you gotta change out the carpet, upgrade a few appliances. I think this is a good time to do those renovations so that your listing will stand out among the thousands of other garbage listings. Now, if you are thinking about selling your house anytime soon and you want to know what your home is worth, you want to know what small renovation projects you can do, please feel free to reach out. All of my contact info is down in the description. Well, that is going to wrap up the February market update of 2025. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that you learned something. Now, as always, I'm Kareem Howard, your go-to licensed realtor with Gerlach Homes. If you're thinking about buying or selling at any point in the next year, in the next 2 years, 3 years, it does not matter. You cannot start too early. Please feel free to reach out. I have all of my contact info down in the description. I will see you guys in the next video.